You hear sirens in the distance. You feel somebody doing chest compressions on you. And you hear loved one in the background saying, "Oh my God, honey, please don't die." You're having a heart attack. Thank you, Logan. Was there something that you maybe could have done to prevent it? I'm here to talk to you today about cardiac arrest and what we can maybe do to prevent it. I'm going to talk to you about some very simple diet changes we can make, exercise regimens we can incorporate into our daily lives, and simple screenings that we can do with our family doctors. First, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of exercise. Women with a body mass index of over 23 have a 50% more likely chance of having coronary disease, which very often leads to a heart attack. Whether or not it's fatal, it's a big impact on your life and on the lives of your loved ones. So we're going to talk about some simple exercises such as bowling. How many of us go bowling with our friends and family? For a 140-pound person, it burns 1.4 calories per minute. That adds up after an hour or two game with our family. And it's fun. It's something we can do just to have a little bit of exercise. Something as easy as walking, 7.6 calories per minute. How many of us take our kids or our dogs for walks when we have our few sunny days during the winter? I'm also going to talk to you about diet changes. Everything I'm going to mention to you about diet I got from mayoclinic.com, so you can look it up at any time if you want to. Eating more fruits and vegetables cuts down on any of your fats that you're bringing in, your sodium intake, and your high white sugar count. The foods that you should choose are fresh or frozen vegetables or fruits. Avoid the frozen fruits with sugar added, and avoid high sodium canned vegetables because nobody needs that much sodium and nobody needs that much white sugar. Avoid fried or breaded vegetables. As yummy as they are, we do have to try and cut down on our fried food. Cut down on our fast food. It's a huge source of our cholesterol and our saturated fats. We don't need saturated fats in almost nothing. So if we can get rid of those or at least cut them down significantly, we're gonna help our hearts substantially. Watch your overall fat intake. When you're cooking, choose olive or canola oil over lard or butter when you're cooking. It tastes good, may not taste as salty, but once again, we talked about the low sodium intake. So, 2 birds with 1 stone here. And you avoid saturated fat whenever possible, as I mentioned. So once again, stay away from the lard when cooking. It may taste good, but it's not worth it in the long run. And something as far as protein and meat, because we need to cut down on our red meats and fatty hamburger, that kind of thing, you can have fish. It's high in protein, low in sodium, low in fat. So it's a good all-around choice for us. Preventative screening, go to your doctor, have your blood pressure monitored regularly. Have a stress test. They hook non-invasive wires up to your chest. You get on a treadmill for 10-15 minutes. And they're able to tell what your heart's doing throughout any level of exercise. It's easy. Get a blood draw. They'll check your cholesterol levels. They'll check your blood count. They'll just make sure that everything is going smoothly with your body and make sure that there's not any kind of electrolytes you need to put in, because electrolyte imbalances can cause cardiac dysrhythmias as well. Now that we've kind of talked about diet and exercise changes that we can incorporate into our daily lives, and that we've talked about easy preventative screenings, nothing too invasive, nothing too time-consuming, we have a basic little plan that any one of us can kind of incorporate into a weekly regimen. Whether or not you're exercising 10, 30 minutes or an hour, every little bit helps. Do it as much as possible. And every time you can, pick that healthier food choice. In the long run, it's going to make a difference, and your family's going to thank you for it. Thank you.